welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spotted right at midfield at the 50.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Packer first
Look, there's no
down.
question in my mind that Jordan Love is a pass-first quarterback, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the wheels to get out of dodge when necessary. So you will see Green Bay occasionally throw a quarterback run play in there, but for the most part, he'll do his damage with his legs when a play breaks down and he has to get out of the pocket and try and gain yardage.
Love's pass complete to Dontavian Wicks. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. Love now. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
For the Packers.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
This is going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target land. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Love looking to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Javonte Williams who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. Glove. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Brings up third and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Prescott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
That's another Cowboys. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now second and goal. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the run.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On play action. Love to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Going back to Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing. Love. That's taken in by Golden. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Firing quickly out wide is Love. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Love looking to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So that drive, 12 plays in length.
17.
And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On play action, Prescott. Left side to Lamb.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now, Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. And if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A little juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code that he could not hang on to it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw now. Here's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy and try and use size? You got to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Prescott from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Over the middle, he's got Golden. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down in the yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Prescott. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Love. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love now. And that is incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful with those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make this an 8-point game. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes, because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out, and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Play action this time with Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love from the gun. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Packers.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 6 now. On play action, Love to throw. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for two.
Will set up for the 2-point
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Prescott now. It's caught. Tolbert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Nifty move. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs getting ready to go back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Love. That's taken in by Golden. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st down, Green Bay.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Looking to throw. Prescott going right back to Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Throwing. Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Williams, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Love looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Well, that's deep, particularly the secondary has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Love. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Love now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Pass caught. That's Golden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A 4-receiver set here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 3 yards out. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Packers.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Down at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Love will sneak it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. Now 1st and goal. Here's Love. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Prescott.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.